သာသနာတော်နှစ်2568ခုကောဇာတ1386ခုတော်တလင်လပြည့်ကျော်73ရက်နေ့တနင်္လာနေ့30ရက်နေ့6လပိုင်း2024ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာဘုရားတပည့်တော်တို့မြန်မာအတုတေတီများအဖွဲ့ဒီလင်္ကာနာမှာကျင်းမှုကျင်းပအပ်တဲ့9ကြိမ်မြောက်မကုတ္တရာမနိဗ္ဗာန်တင်နန်းကြီးရဲ့အခမ်းအနားစီစဉ်9ရက်ကိုဘုရားတပည့်တော်ဆောက်ကြောက်ခွင့်ပြုပါဗျာနံပါတ်1အရာနမောတတ3ကြိမ်ရွတ်ဆို၍အခမ်းအနားကိုဖွင့်လှစ်ပေးခြင်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာနံပါတ်2အရာဒီနေ့ပို့ချမယ်ဆရာတော်ဦးကုမာရလက်တစ်ထပ်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာနံပါတ်3စီစဉ်အရာဒီနေ့ပို့ချမယ်ဆရာတော်တင်ကြပေးခြင်းတင်ကြတဲ့ဆေးရောဘုရားတပည့်တော်မှာပင်ဖိတ်ပေးတော်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာနံပါတ်4စီစဉ်အရာအမေးဖြေကဏ္ဍကိုဆောင်ရွက်တပြတော်မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာနံပါတ်5အရာကျေးဇူးတင်စကားပြောကြားပေးပါမယ်ဗျာနောက်တစ်ပတ်ပို့ချမယ်ဆရာတော်လည်းမိတ်ဆက်ပေးပါမယ်ဗျာနံပါတ်6စီစဉ်အရာဗုဒ္ဓဒါရဏစီရန်ဒိဋ္ဌတု3ကြိမ်ရွတ်ဆိုရအခမ်းအနားရုပ်သိမ်းဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာတို့ဖြစ်ပါ၍အခမ်းအနားစီစဉ်သည့်အရာနမောတတ3ကြိမ်ရွတ်ဆို၍ဒီနေ့ပို့ချမယ်ဆရာတော်ဘုရားနှင့်တကွကြောက်ရလာကြကုန်တော့ဆရာတော်အရှင်တို့များနဲ့တိလရှင်များလူပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တရားဓမ္မများအားလုံးကိုနမောတတ3ကြိမ်ရွတ်ဆို၍ပြုတော်မူကြပါဘုရားတပည့်တော်လေးနဲ့ယုတိစွာလျှောက်ကြားအပ်ပါတယ်ဗျာနမောအာရခန္ဓာစီစဉ်တဲ့ရပြီးတော့ပြီးတဲ့နောက်မှာခန္ဓာစီစဉ်ရဒီနေ့ပို့ချမယ်ဆရာတော်ဘုရားရဲ့ဒီထေရုပတိအကျင့်ကိုစောင့်ကြခွင့်ပြုပါဗျာဆရာတော်ဘုရားဆိုရင်ဒီမွေးရ1984ခုနှစ်ဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာဆရာတော်ဘုရားဇာတိကတော့မွန်ပြည်နယ်အန်ဂျူစေရဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာဆရာတော်ဘုရားရဲ့ဒီလုပ်ခဲ့တဲ့မြန်မာနိုင်ငံမှာမွန်ပြည်နယ်ပရိယတိသာသနာပါဠဘုရားကျောင်းမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာယခုသတင်းထုတ်နေတာကတော့မကုတ္တရာမမြန်မာအကြောင်းဒီနိုင်ရပညာရေးချင်းဆက်ကြောက်ခွင့်ပြုပါဗျာဆရာတော်ဘုရားဆိုရင်2008ခုနှစ်ဓမ္မစရိယဘွဲကိုဒီဂရီကိုရရှိတယ်ပါဗျာ2013ခုနှစ်ဒီ Master of Art in Buddhist Studies ကလေးများမှာရရှိပါတယ်ဗျာယခုလောလောဆယ်ကဆရာတော်ဘုရားက PhD PGF တက္ကသိုလ်မှာ PhD ဆက်လက်ပြီးတော့တာဝန်ထမ်းဆောင်လုပ်နေပါတယ်ဗျာဒီနံပါတ်ဒီဆရာတော်ဘုရားရဲ့ဒီနံပါတ်1ဒီလိုပတိရှားကြပြီးပြတဲ့နောက်မှာဘုရားတပည့်တော်နံပါတ်3စီစဉ်အရာပါဗျာနံပါတ်စီစဉ်3အရာဆရာတော်ဘုရားပို့ချမဲ့ခေါင်းစဉ်တွေကတော့ academic writing စကေးဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာဘုရားတပည့်တော်နဲ့ဆရာတော်ဘုရားအသိပညာညဝိပေပါရဘုရားတပည့်တော်မှာယုတိစွာလျှောက်ထားရပါတယ်ဗျာမှန်ပါဗျာ
ဒီမှာတပည့်တော်တို့များတော့အဖြစ်မြန်မာနိုင်ငံသားဆရာတော်တွေဆရာလေးတွေဆရာတော် the Nisne Bang, Nisne Bang, the Sapi Sne, Mature Kajaro, the Viro the Tegru, Tumianangama Chesi, the Viro Nangama Chesi, Tegru then the Viro BAMA, PhD, then the Tele Kajaro, the MPhD PhD, then Jaro, Tamu, the BAMA, then Jara Kajaro, the Viro Sapia. Sapira Kama, the Viro Kakepit. Babilo Kakepil, so the Viro Jepiro Pilar. Jepiro Pilar Kajaro. The gate, the Tegro de Yador, BAMA, then the Yador. Some would be the Kajaro. At the Kare, or Chudi Piano, no? The Viro of Magina. Magina and a ballo is a little Jepiro Pilar. So the Viro Ruga. Nibunya, what the techniques in Matilu, the Panico. And the dinner at the Viroga, the BAMA dandy, some were Pilo Yao, Nisnity, we not the Machibare. Now to go at BAMA dan, so we mega, the Viro go and join with Mare, and PhD go and join with Mare. The Viro short as silly, short as silly, the Viro to me, Yijime. Short as silly. The structure to do the same structure, whether BAMA, MPhD, PhD, the same structure. It's short essay, long essay, thesis, MA thesis, MPhD thesis, PhD thesis, the structures are the same. Just the difference is just only short and long. That's it. But the Bureau English, the Ganane, come on, okay. Malina ni pisi dame namale di pisi viro nene greatly obey ba no nele pyo be ba
ဟုတ်ပါတယ်ဗျာဟိုဗီယက်နမ်လေးတယောက်ပါတော့ကိုအင်္ဂလိပ်လိုထည့်ပြောတော့ဒီလိုနဲ့နားလည်တော့ပဲကျေးဇူးပါဗျာ
Today we're going to study academic writing skills. Then I don't want to explain, I don't want to go in detail what is academic writing skills. Then let's find out what it is. Okay. Then actually these academic writing skills are not easy, but we have to learn step by step. Today I'm not gonna share all the knowledge that I have required for a long time, because within 2 hours, it's not going to cover all the techniques, all the approaches, but I just want to share only a little bit that cover within 2 hours. Okay. Then, okay, let's go to the, let's start. What is academic writing criteria? Criteria mean in Burmese they call Sanho. Academic writing criteria. Criteria mean is some kind of the qualities. Okay. Then the first thing is tax response. Tax response mean some kind of, you see, the examination. Response means that you reply. Tax response means you reply. Replying what? Replying to the question. Replying to the question. That means you answer the question. You answer the question. Okay, that's the first criteria. Tax response. So if we can't answer, or if we mistakenly answer, if the question is the one side, and your answer is the other side, that means doesn't match. That means you are totally wrong. That's why. So whether you write short essay or long essay or thesis, then the question or the statement or the problem and your answer must match together. That's the first criteria is called text response. And the second criteria is coherence and cohesion. What is it, coherent and cohesion? Can anybody tell me? Coherence and cohesion. Coherence and cohesion is about your. Can anybody tell me? Hello, can anybody tell me? What does it mean, coherent and cohesion? No?
It's
Anybody?
usually unity.
Coherence and
Synonym.
yes, she knows the same. Excellent. And that
Connected
means
with the
connected.
sentences for meaning.
Yes. You connect one sentence to another.
Please,
That
your
means
voice
connection.
very low, very loudly, little loudly.
Okay. And okay, the second criteria is what is it? Coherence and cohesion. That means the connector, that you connect one sentence to another. That means your idea must link together. Okay, that's called coherence and cohesion. The third criteria is lexical resources. Can anybody tell me what is lexical resources? Lexical resource. Can anybody tell me? Lexical resource. It is vocabulary, meaning vocabulary. So if you have more vocabulary, then you can write more. So vocabulary is so important, because without vocabulary, you can't write anything, right? And then you have to, how can we accumulate? How can we collect that vocabulary? So there's a way, but I'm not gonna explain this, and I'm not gonna explain here, because so let me share my the habit that I have used. You see, every morning, not now, I mean when I start learning English, every morning I wrote 5 vocabularies, and then with this on the small piece of paper, and I put it in my bag, in my pocket. Every day, wherever I go, I took out and then I look. You see, I check the dictionary. It's like a dictionary. One day, 5 words. One day, 5 words. If you continued accumulate 5 words a day, then how about 1 year? How many words? How about 5 years? How many words? Then you're gonna have more vocabulary. Then the more you have vocabulary, the more you can write, the more you can speak, the more you can read, the more you can listen. So that's why vocabulary is so important. So in your writing as well, vocabulary is so important. You need to know the synonyms. You need to know adjective, verb, noun, everything you have to know. I mean, not everything. The more you know, then the more you can write. That's very simple. And the last criteria, grammatical range and accuracy. Grammatical range and accuracy. That's, you already know, that's grammar. Grammatical range means it's like a mountain range. So there's not just only one mountain, but you see the 2, 3, 4, 5, they stay together, right? Side by side. It's some kind of range. In this grammar as well, grammatical range means you being able to write different sentences, a different structure. That's called grammatical range. It's not just I go to school and I eat my breakfast. It's not just like that. Then you have to write a different structure, different languages. Different languages mean is English language, but a different structure. And accuracy mean, well, what is accuracy? What is accuracy? Anybody know accuracy? It comes from accurate. Is the authentic is called authenticity. Doesn't mean correct. Must be correct. Okay, but you see, we are not native speaker. Of course, we make a mistake. Everybody make a mistake. We are not a native speakers, but don't worry about the mistakes. As long as we practicing, then we will get better and better. Okay, so there's 4 criteria in academic writing. Okay, in academic writing, there's only 4 criteria. There's more, but this is enough for us. Okay, the first one, task response. That means you answer the question, or you argue the problem, or you argue the statement. And the second one, coherence and cohesion. That means connect. Your idea must link one after another. And the third one, lexical resources, that's vocabulary. And the fourth one, grammatical range and accuracy, grammar, okay? Then one thing that we usually make mistake for the Myanmar students is that I'm also taught that. And if we know the grammar, we can write, we know that, we think, okay? We think if we know grammar, we can write, we can read, but actually not. But not in English. Not in English. But you need grammar. You have to study grammar. But grammar is not. It's just only a part of your study. Okay, it's not a. You can play. You know everything. No, not like that. You can't read you can read everything. You can't write everything. Just only with your grammar. Because if you want to write like a native speaker, or if you want to write almost native speaker, then you have to read more and you have to practice writing more. Okay, the more you read, then the writing comes from reading. The more you read, the more you can write. Without reading, you can write. And then you think in your language and you just write it. You think in your language and you write it in English. That's not correct. I mean, maybe 50% correct, but not all correct, because it's not an authentic English. So that's why you have to read a lot. If you want to write like a native speaker, you have to read what kind of books do you have to read. That's also important. You have to read like authentic sources, some kind of the native speaker books, and then the famous books you have to write. Then articles, there are more. I think nowadays you can search many sources on the internet, and like you can even read the newspapers, you can listen to the radio, then but must be the English broadcasting, must be English newspaper. Okay? And let's move on with types of writing. Okay, so mostly we have 5 types of writing. 5 types of writing. Then I think all the fields. So we are doing different subjects, different fields, because some are doing the Buddhist subjects, but some not Buddhist subject, education, and some history, and different types of writing we need. But today I'm not going to share all these 5 types of writing because we don't have time. But let's just look at it briefly. Then the first thing is problem solution. Problem solution. Problem solution. There are some Myanmar monks doing some kind of problem solution thesis, but very rare to see. And the second thing, advantages and disadvantages. Advantages, disadvantages. That means it's some kind of good and bad. Good side, bad side. Okay. And the third one, argument, discussion. Agree or disagree. This is what we are going to study tonight. Okay. Argument, discussion. Then we got a statement, then we respond to that argument. Okay. Then the number 4 is opinion. That means opinions are everywhere. You have to give your opinion, whether problem, solution, advantages and disadvantages, argument, agree or disagree. You have to give your opinion. Then, but there's only your opinion. You don't reply to the other statements. You just mention your opinion, that kind of thing. And the last one is cause and effect. Cause and effect. I mean, cause and effect. အကြောင်းအကျိုး. Okay. Today we are going to study number 3. Okay. Number 3, argument, discussion. Agree and disagree. Then let's move on. Okay, let's look at the structure of essay. Structure of essay. And the structure of essay. So, introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2. If you want to write more, body paragraph 3, and conclusion. Okay, so that's a short essay. That's a short essay. Even though it is a short essay, the same structure, whether MA thesis, MPhil thesis, PhD thesis, the same structure, just different, short and long. That's it. And let's look at the structure of essay. Introduction. In your introduction, there are 2 things you have to write. Only 2 things. Okay. Only 2 things mean. Apart from that 2 things, it doesn't mean you can't write. You can write, but you must include. You must include these 2 things. What are the 2 things? Let's look at in your introduction. General statements or background statement. Okay? General statement or background statement. Background statement means what? Well, what is a general statement or background statement? Can anybody explain? Can anybody give me a hint? What is general statement or background statement?
Yeah, general statement is referred to, it also related to the topic, but it's not totally related to topic. Before going to the topic, firstly, we have to introduce some background knowledge, some background information.
Yes.
Maybe it is just.
Yes, that's correct. It is the topic. Okay, it is the topic. And now we are going to study the argumentative essay, right? Argumentative essay. So in this argumentative essay, you're going to have some kind of problem. Somebody argue. Okay? Somebody argue. Then you have to what? You have to respond. You have to give evidence, some kind of that. So that the statement, that somebody's argument or somebody claim is called statement. Okay, sorry, background statement or general statement to say. then that part, that the first part, you have to include in your introduction. And the second one is thesis statement. Thesis statement means your opinion. You respond to that statement, okay? That topic, you respond to the topic, whether you agree or you disagree, or you totally disagree, or you totally agree. That's called thesis statement, your opinion, okay? And let's look at don't worry about you understand or you don't understand, don't worry about it. Then we will go further. We will go in detail in the next slide, and then you will understand, okay? Then let's look at briefly, and let's look at body paragraph 1. How do you write the body paragraph? How do you write body paragraph? So can anybody tell me, how do you start writing paragraph? Paragraph means in Burmese they call sabat, saku, sabat. Then how do you start writing? How do you start writing your body paragraph? So look at the right side.
You are conscious what?
Yeah, it
Question?
can anybody can answer. Anybody can answer.
You mean body paragraph, right?
Yes. How
Yes,
can you start
Body
writing?
paragraph concerned with our idea,
Yes.
and also concerning with what we have to write, our research.
Okay. That's correct. Yes, that's correct. And in your body paragraph, the first thing you have to write, the first sentence is called topic sentence. The first sentence of your body paragraph is called topic sentence. This topic sentence is very important, very, very essential, because your topic sentence can guide the reader to understand what you are going to write, okay? So that's why the topic sentence is very important. Your topic sentence must cover all the facts to the whole paragraph, okay? The whole body paragraph must contain, okay? That's the main point in your body paragraph. The topic sentence is your main point, okay? Then that topic sentence we're gonna write soon. And that topic sentence, after the topic sentence, you have to respond, okay? You have to respond. Here is we're gonna write argumentative essay. That's why first point or your rebuttal. Rebuttal means respond. You respond. How do you respond? It is right. You agree with the statement or you disagree with the statement. Okay. You have to mention your first point. And then after that, you have to write supported sentences. Like for example, and this blah, blah, blah. You have to write supported sentence. Don't mention just, you can't mention only the point. You mention the point, and then you have to write your supported sentences as well. And then the last thing, you have to write the sentence that link back to your question. That means some kind of small conclusion in your body paragraph. Okay. And body paragraph the same. First body paragraph, second body paragraph, the same. Okay. Then conclusion. Let's go to the conclusion. Then when we go to the conclusion, then we have to restatement. Restatement means we have to summarize the main point. Okay, we have to summarize the main point and your opinion. You have to rewrite your opinion. And then final comment you have to write. Okay, and then let's move on. Another slide. Where is my slide? Okay. Okay, let's write something about concern about the Buddhism. Okay, so I'm gonna make a statement. This one is background statement. A statement. Okay. Buddhism is a pessimistic religion that teaches everything is suffering. Well, what does it mean, pessimistic? Can anybody tell me what does it mean, pessimistic? What pessimistic
သုံး
means?
မြင်ဝါဒလားဗျ
Soumyawara, yes, correct. Soumyawara. Okay. Buddhism is a pessimistic religion that teaches everything is suffering. That means the Buddha Badama, the Kare, ya alonga, Daukari, I met a British couple on the plane 2 years ago, I guess. And while they thought that Buddhism is not a religion. It's okay. They think it's not a religion, but they think pessimistic religion. Pessimistic religion. Then I'm trying to explain as much as I can, but no, they are so stubborn. They're so stubborn. So that's why today we're gonna write Buddhism is a pessimistic religion or not. Okay. And so let's look at this statement. Look at this statement and what idea comes out from our brain. Buddhism a pessimistic religion မဟုတ်ဘူးဆိုတာဘယ်လိုတက်တည်ပြဘယ်လိုပြန်ဖြေမလဲ Okay, before we answer the question, then how can we have to think why they think like that? Why some people think Buddhism is a pessimistic religion? You need to make a question why. Okay, you need to make a question why. So just think about why. ဘာကြောင့်သူတို့ Buddhism a pessimistic religion လို့ပြောရတာလဲဘာကြောင့်သူတို့ပြောရတယ်လဲဖြေကြည့်ပါဦးဘာကြောင့်သူတို့ပြောရတယ်လဲရှင်များတို့အမြင်ဘယ်လိုလဲသူတို့ဘာကြောင့်သူတို့ပြောရတာလဲ
Yes, Manobas. I'm
That's ideology. I think it's not Buddhism idea, and for my opinions.
Yes.
Pessimistic mean you mean pessimistic mean it's not good in religion, right?
Yeah. Negative. We can say negative.
In religion, right? Negative in
Mhm.
religion.
Yes.
So if we use that Buddhism, it's a pessimistic religion and teach everything it's suffering. I think this question a little difficult to answer. If we point with our in Buddhism, I think so.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
That is problem, I think.
Okay.
So in your opinion, how you explain that question, that answer?
Okay. We're gonna go a little bit.
Yeah,
Okay?
I'm so have the idea that there's Sabi Singha Dukkha. Like they didn't emphasize the ways to harm, to overcome the suffering. Buddha's shows the and also the ways to overcome the suffering. But they emphasize only the suffering. Therefore, that questions come from only the Sabi Singha Dukkha.
Okay. Then let's we find out. Okay. Then before we write our essay, we have to make a plan. So for BA student, for MA student who are going to take an exam, so very Very important. Very important. You have to make a plan before you write your essay. Okay. Then the first thing, look at the tips. First thing, read the question carefully and underline the main point of the essay question. You have to read carefully. Read question at least 3-4 times. That's better. And then underline the main point. Okay. Then the second one, you have to decide whether you can or cannot agree with the statement. You agree or you disagree. So if there are two sides to the argument, sometimes you may have two arguments, not your argument yet, two people's argument. Okay, two people argument. Then which side you agree? So you can't agree both sides, but you can reject both sides. If you have the alternative opinion, if you have different opinion, you can reject. Okay, you can reject both arguments. Then the third one, brainstorm several ideas. Okay, that's very important. For the Myanmar students, it's the most difficult one. Brainstorm. What does it mean, brainstorm? What does it mean, brainstorm? Brainstorm? Can anybody tell me what does it mean, brainstorm idea? I mean, you create your idea. Okay?
Idea, not brainstorm. You mean brainstorm, right?
Yeah, brainstorm. What does it mean,
Brainstorm idea point. That
yeah,
is
together idea.
idea. We
Yes.
have to use our ideas to
Yes.
every point. What it we would like to know in our
Yes.
thinking.
So if you don't have any idea, you can't write anything, right? So idea is very important. Then especially in your exam time, okay? When you are taking your exam, so the time is very limited. The time is so limited, so you have to brainstorm quickly. You have to get idea as quickly as possible, right? Then, so you make a plan. Everything you make a plan within 5 minutes. You have to make within 5 minutes. So for the BA, for the MA students, they have to prepare. Okay. So when we when I took IELTS exam, usually you don't know what types of question will come. You don't know. Then you will know in your exam room. Okay. Then you have to think quickly. And make a plan. You have to create your idea as quickly as possible. Then the time is so limited. So that's why to get an idea, you have to think a lot. You have to squeeze your brain. Right? That's called brainstorm your idea. Then when you get a point, when you get an idea to write several means 2 or 3, 2-3 idea. If when you got 2-3 idea, then you have to think how to write supporting point. Supporting point means supporting sentences. Okay, you got a 1 point, and then there is supporting point of there is supporting sentence of that point. If you get 2 points, at least you can you need to have 2 or 3 supporting sentences. You have to make a plan. Okay, making plan is very important for the exam. If you are for the MA, if you are writing MA thesis and PhD thesis, it's okay. Right? It's okay, no problem. But when you take exam, it's very important. First, you have to read the question very carefully and decide whether you agree or you disagree. And then you have to brainstorm your idea, and then you have to plan with the supporting points. That's very important. Okay. So without making your plan, I mean in your exam, in your exam without making any plan, you just write in, then you're gonna stuck. You're gonna stuck in the middle. You're gonna stuck in the middle. You don't know how to write. You don't know how to continue if you don't make a plan. Okay, that's very important for the MA and BA student. Because we Myanmar students mostly we learn by heart. We memorize it, and then we go and just we write what we have memorized, right? So, but that's not the way. That's not the way. And this is the way. This is the way how to take an exam. Okay, you have to brainstorm your idea. Then you have to make a plan your student idea. Then you can start write. You can start writing. That's very important. But it's not easy. It's not easy. You need to have English knowledge. Okay, I mean that you need to be able to write. Okay, I mean not a good one. As long as you're practicing, you will get more score. Okay, then let's move on. Let's move on. That's a tip. Okay, after the tip, let's write introduction. Okay, in our introduction, we have 2 parts. That means you have to include 2 parts for short essay. If you write MA thesis, MPhil thesis, PhD thesis, you need to have more. But these 2 types of these 2 sentences must include in your introduction. Okay. So what is two things? General statement. The first one is general statement or background statement. That means a sentence that introduces the topic. Okay. A sentence that introduces the topic. Then the second one is called thesis statement. Then I already explained a sentence that gives a short, a general response to the question or instruction. Be careful in thesis statements. You don't have to write in detail. You have to give a general reply. Okay, generally, not specific, not detailed. Okay, so there's 2 things. Then we're gonna try to write these 2 things. Okay. Then the first part in your introduction, the first part is what? General statement or background statement. Okay. Then how do you write? How do you write general statement, background statement? So this is actually paraphrasing the question or the statement. Okay. So what is the question? What is the statement we have? Buddhism is a pessimistic religion that teaches everything is suffering. That's the statement. Or the question. It's not a question because no question mark, but it is a statement, topic. Okay. Then we have to paraphrase this question. We have to paraphrase this statement. It is called background statement or general statement. Then how to paraphrase? Can anybody tell me how to paraphrase the question? How to paraphrase? I think some of you have been better than me. Then how to paraphrase? How to paraphrase? Can anybody tell me one thing? How to paraphrase? Hello? Am I the only one here? Am I the
Yes.
only one here? Yes? Can anybody tell me what is paraphrasing?
In our academic writing, we use by quotable paraphrasing tools.
Yes, yes. How to paraphrase? Yes, you're right. But how to paraphrase? Oh, Did I? Wait. Okay.
Yes, believe yeah, as I understand, the first sentence is the statement, and the second or third, etc., is a supporting sentences, and all supporting sentences in writing the evidence, etc. That's called the paraphrasing, as I understand.
Okay, okay. You're right, you're right. But now we are going to write a background statement. We are going to write a background statement. A background statement means we have to paraphrase question or the statement. What is the statement we have now? Buddhism is a pessimistic religion that teaches everything is suffering. That is statement we have, right? So we have to write that one, but we cannot copy. We cannot copy, okay? Then we have to write how to write the same meaning, but different sentences, different sentence, okay? Then how to paraphrase? That means paraphrase, right? You write with a different sentence, but the same meaning. Okay, that's called paraphrasing. So there's a way to paraphrase. That's very important for the, where's my slide? Wait, sorry. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Wait. Okay, wait, let me look for a while. There's something. Sorry about the technical error in my side. And let me, okay. Let me continue. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's look at the techniques for paraphrasing. Okay. Then paraphrasing, like you change in synonyms. What is synonyms? What is synonyms? Synonyms
The
mean
same meaning.
the same meaning, of course. The same meaning, different words. Okay, different words, the same meaning. You change in synonym. There's a one way, change in synonyms. And the second thing, use different word forms. Use different word forms, change in grammar structure. That means noun to verb, verb to noun, noun to verb, verb to noun, adjective to noun, noun to adjective. You change it like that. You don't change the word, but you change in structure, changing grammar structure. And the third one, active to passive. Active voice and passive voice. You change it from active to passive voice. Okay. And the fourth one is changing the order of the words. That means if you have one sentence, two parts, let's say one sentence, two parts, and then you change in the first part to the second part, and then the second part put into the front part, something like that. You change the order. It's called changing order. If you have two sentences, and then the last sentence you put at the front, and then the front sentence you put back to the back sentence. That's called changing the order of the words. Okay. Then the last one is using all 4 techniques mentioned above. That means you change everything, changing synonyms and changing word forms and adjective passive and changing the order of the words. But it's not easy, all of them. Or if you can use all of them, you need to take time. You need to take time. In the exam room, it's not easy, but you have to do like this. You have to do like this. You have to practice this one. Then if not, if you don't practice, then in your exam time, then you're losing time. You're gonna lose time, and then so don't have time to finish your another body paragraph and then conclusion. That's very difficult. But this one is very important for your thesis as well. MA thesis, MPhil thesis, PhD thesis. That's very important. So mostly people think that you want to take others' work. Okay, you want to take others' works. Some like sentence, one sentence. You change it only a little bit, one word, and then you copy it. It's like a copy. It's not a paraphrasing. It's copy. It's copying. So that's why paraphrasing is so important. Then don't copy others. If you want to copy, you have to give a citation. You have to give a reference. Okay. Then, but some people, they're not just paraphrasing. They just change a little bit, only a little bit, and to put a citation, of course. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Okay. Then you have to write on your own. It's going to take time, because even though you're writing your thesis, it's going to take time. But you see, there's no shortcut. Don't like the shortcut. You like the shortcut means just copying others' works. That's not honest. Okay, that's not honest. To be honest, because we are Buddhist, right? Buddhist monks and nuns and all Buddhist. So that's why we need to be very honest. Then don't copy others, and then paraphrasing. Even though you paraphrase in your thesis, even though you paraphrase, you have to give citation. You have to give citation. If general idea, you don't have to give citation. Okay, you paraphrase on your own. You can write. General idea means. Let me give you some example. In Sri Lanka, majority are Buddhist. That means general idea. You don't have to copy. You don't have to give citation from others. Okay, then you can write. If you see if you find out that somebody writing very beautifully about this Sri Lanka, the majority are Buddhist in Sri Lanka. You see, you can write on your own, but not the same, paraphrasing. The general idea is general idea. You don't have to give citation. Then some people, some students frequently ask me, so do I have to give citation this one? And I just look at, that's general idea. Everybody know that. Everyone know all that. It's not a figure. Figure means, let's say 25.5% of the people in Sri Lanka are Buddhist. Then if you see and the exact amount, the exact figure, then according to the statistic, ကိန်းဂဏန်းအရတိတိကျကျလေးရေးထားတယ်ကိန်းဂဏန်းနဲ့တိတိကျကျရေးထားတယ်ဆိုရင်ကိုယ်ထည့်ပေးရ You have to give citation. If very specific, it's very detailed, you have to give a citation. You have to give reference. If general idea, you don't have to give. Okay, you can paraphrase, but do not copy. Do not copy. You can paraphrase. You don't have to. You look at the way that the writers write. Okay, then can change. You can change on your own words, changing synonyms, changing word forms, and adjective biases, changing the word orders. No problem. Okay, you don't have to give citation if general idea. Okay, if specific idea, if personal idea, sure you have to give. Even though you paraphrase it, you have to give citation. Then let's give example. You read one part in the, let's say, what about the thought? One paragraph. You read one paragraph, but you don't have to copy all the paragraph. You just want to mention main point. You just want to mention main point, but it's cover the whole paragraph of that book. You have to give citation. Don't forget it. You can paraphrase this. So, ချုပ်ပြီးတော့ရေးလို့ရတယ်။သူ့ရဲ့ idea ဖြစ်နေတဲ့ကြောင့်မို့လို့ကိုက citation ထည့်ပေးရတယ် reference လုပ်ပေးရတယ်ထည့်ပေးရတယ် That's very important. Okay. Then, yeah, that's techniques for paraphrasing. Okay. Then let's move on. What happened to? Something problem with my computer. Control my computer. What happened? Wait. Okay. And let's move on. Let's write this one, okay? Buddhism in person must a religion that teaches everything is suffering. Then look at what I have written. Maybe right or wrong, but it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter right or wrong. Don't focus on right or wrong. Just focus on what? How to paraphrase it, okay? Then look at the statement first. Buddhism is a pessimistic religion that teaches everything is suffering. Then I'm right. Some believe that Buddhist teachings, instead of using Buddhism, I use Buddhist teachings. Mainly focus on life as misery or distress. Misery means like a suffering, misery and distress, the same with the suffering. But a little bit different, but that's okay. I mean, I just want to show you that to change the synonym, okay? And change the synonyms and change the structure, okay? Considering the Buddha's Dhamma a cynical faith. The cynical means like pessimistic, but it's not the exact word. But it's not the exact word. I'm just trying to show you the synonym. Okay. So this is general statement or background statement that you rewrite the statement. Okay. I mean, in your own words. Paraphrasing is called paraphrasing in your own words. Okay. They look at compare these two sentences. Is it the same? Is it the same? Not the same at all, right? Then, but the meaning is the same, right? The meanings are the same. So we have to write like this. That's called paraphrase. Okay, that's called paraphrasing, changing and change the words. Okay, that's the synonyms. Change the synonyms, and then I'm also brought some belief that. Okay, some belief. You can put it. You can add some extra words, but cannot deviate the meaning from its meaning. Okay, so just focus the meanings. Sorry, the overall idea, and you can write on your own. You can write on it. This is called paraphrase. Okay. in your exam is so important. For the MPhil, PhD students, it's also important for paraphrasing, but you don't have to think about this a lot. Okay, you don't. I mean, for the introduction, you don't have to think about a lot. But paraphrasing like this, of course, we need every day. Whenever we write our thesis, that's totally needed. Okay. Okay, that's general background or general statement or background statement. Okay. Then there's only one part. Then we have another part. What is another part? What is another part? What is happening to me? Problem with my computer.
Yeah.
Sorry about my computer. Maybe. Okay. Okay. Let's look at the second paragraph. It's not paragraph. I just divide it. It's only one paragraph. Okay. It's only one paragraph in introduction. In your introduction, you have what? Background statement, one sentence or maybe two. And the second part, what? Thesis statement. Okay, thesis statement. It's only one paragraph, but two parts. Okay. Then look at the thesis statement. Thesis statement means your idea. Okay, your idea and your response. Let's look at what I have written. I cannot entirely agree with this statement because they overlook the other teachings of the Buddha that can promote the life of lay people rather than focusing on suffering, impermanence, and no self. Therefore, this essay will discuss the opposite perspectives of people's view of Buddhism as pessimistic teachings. Okay. Adamara, 2 sentences, 3 sentences, no problem. Okay, no problem. You can write. You can write. Just you have to include your decision or your opinion and your response. Okay. So do you understand? And I cannot entirely agree. That means you totally don't agree with this statement. The Buddhism pessimistic ဆိုတာကလုံးဝကိုမခံနိုင်ဘူး။လုံးဝမမှန်ဘူးလို့ပြောတယ် because they overlook. What does it mean, overlook? Does anybody tell me? Overlook mean what? Overlook mean what? I just want to keep you busy because if not, you're gonna fall asleep. If only me talking, then you're gonna fall asleep. That's why I want to keep you busy. What does it mean, overlook? Can anybody tell me? What does it mean, overlook?
Overlook means ignore, like
Yes.
ignore.
Yes, ignore. They ignore the other teachings of the Buddha. The yes of the Chataya Dori. Amyaji Shide. Suffering Hori Doka look Mahore Tiari Myaji. Mahora Mo Dunian do. Amyashi that can promote life of lay people. Do they do Hora Myashi? Do they do Hora Myashi? Therefore, this essay will discuss the opposite perspectives. Opposite. Sajin Bagu, the essay Sajin Bagu Doma Kite. Gima Kite. This is your what? Your statement, your opinion. Every essay you have to write like this. I mean a different types of writing. Okay, this is argumentative writing. So you have to write like this. I mean that the same structure must be the same structure. Okay, then that's introduction. Your introduction, 2 parts, right? First part is background statement, and the second part, thesis statement. Thesis statement means your opinion, your decision, your response, you reply. That means you answer the question. Okay. But then every time you have to remember this one your thesis statement cannot be in detail. You cannot write in detail, not specific. You cannot write specific. You have to write a general idea of, your general opinion, your general decision. Okay. So you're gonna write, you will have to write in detail, or you have to give evidence. You have to argue, of course, in your body paragraph, not in your introduction. Remember that. Okay. Then let's move on. Let's move on. So let's move on. Body paragraph. Okay. In your body paragraph, so as I mentioned earlier, what is important in your body paragraph? What is important? The topic sentence is very important, right? The topic sentence means the first sentence. Okay, so the topic sentence is very important. It contains main idea. It contains main idea of the whole paragraph. Okay, that's called topic sentence. Then after the topic sentence, you have to give 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. That means you have 40 sentences. Okay, just 40 sentences. Okay, let's move on a bit. Let's rewrite a topic sentence. So we are keep writing the same topic. Okay, well, what is the topic we have? The statement, the topic we have. What is in it? A pessimistic teaching, pessimistic religion. We keep writing this topic. Okay, this is body paragraph 1, topic sentence. Okay, body paragraph 1, topic sentence means the first sentence. Okay, then we're gonna start like this. One prominent misconception. Well, what is prominent? What is prominent? Can anybody tell me what is prominent?
Important.
Prominent.
It's
Yes,
important. Something is well known like that.
Yes. Something well known. Okay, well known. Very popular, we can say popular. One prominent misconception. What is a misconception mean? Can anybody tell me? Misconception. What is misconception?
Misconception is saying like misunderstand.
Misunderstand. Yes, of course. Excellent. The misunderstanding. One prominent misunderstanding, misconception by some people about the Buddha's teaching is that everything is about the truth of suffering, no self and impermanence. So daga the question go back, no? Question go back. Go you video the kare di ha go yero me di ha go jam videoဖြည့်ရှင်းမယ်ဆိုတဲ့ sentence ကိုရေးရဖြစ်တယ်. So that's called topic sentence. So we write like this, then the reader can understand what we are going to explain, what we are going to respond. Okay, then the reader we can guide the reader to read clearly. Okay, then if we write like this, then the reader understand. Oh, he's gonna write about. He's gonna respond. This one is not right. It's not a misconception. It is misconception, but it is not right. Okay, then the reader can understand very clearly. Then let's move on. Sorry, where am I? Wait. Okay, this is the whole body paragraph. This is the whole body paragraph. Okay, then of course we already have topic sentence. No problem. One prominent misconception by some about Buddhism, about the Buddha's teaching is that everything is about the truth of suffering, no self and impermanent. That's topic sentence. However, Okay, you're gonna respond this one. However, in reality, they misunderstand Buddhism as pessimism because of mistranslation and misinterpretation of Buddhist scriptures. Okay? Mistranslation. Why are the mistranslation? Misinterpretation of Buddhist scriptures. So they misinterpreted the Buddhist scripture. That's you paint the point, you give the point. That means you are repeater. That means you respond. Okay? You get 1 point. Indeed, most scholars have commonly randomly translate the same meaning but different words. So when you write your thesis or your essay, don't repeat the same word again and again. Okay? Don't repeat. Then you have to find another word. That means you have to extend your vocabulary. You need to know different words for the same meaning. The same meaning, different word you have to know. And then in English, they don't write the same word in the one paragraph. Maybe some have the same word, but not every time. Okay, not every time. Indeed, most scholars have commonly rendered the first noble truth, dukkha ariya satya, as the noble truth of suffering, interpreting life is nothing but misery and discomfort. So the translate mostly they translate noble truth of suffering, both of which are exceedingly displeasing and deceptive. So so this the noble truth of suffering, this is not exact meaning in Buddhism, in Buddhist scripture, but mostly they translate like this. If they translate like this, of course, so everything is suffering, nothing else. So somebody may consider like that. That's Buddhist sentence as well. And this, I studied the sentence with this. This means is also like THIS, this is also connector. It's also connected. This rendering means translation. This rendering of the term does not bring out its full implication. That they will be one whole Buddhist sentence. They may not all the meaning. It doesn't contain the whole meaning, everything. Okay? What Buddhism means by dukkha is any condition experience or an experience depend on impermanent condition. So that dukkha then this is to be known that the Buddha also expounds on happiness or joyfulness, sukha. Dukkha is called sukha le hode. Therefore, you have to link that to your question, to the question, or to the claim, to the statement, okay, to the problem. I mean, therefore, suffering in life is emphasized to be able to explicit means explaining in detail. Explicit, it's hardly unavoidable problems and the solution that lead to the end of it. In other words, final emancipation, nibbana. That means, yes, of the dukkha, hora, dukkha, the tabi pura, tabi hora, nibbana yang jang nibbana. The pyatana, dukkha pyatana, two joni me panya, the dukkha, the golomia, nibbana, piajina piti pura. So this, you have to link back to the question. The Buddha emphasized the dukkha because he wants the human being to see the problems of the dukkha and to free from the suffering, all the suffering that lead to the Nibbana. Okay, so that's my first body paragraph. Okay, so you can write better than me. I know that you can write. You all can write better than me. You all have a different idea, a very splendid idea. I know. So I just want to show you that how we can write. I just want to show you. You can have a good idea, better idea, and then you can write better than this, some kind of these sentences. Okay. Then wait. Oh, it's like this. Okay. Let's move on. Any question? Any questions? Any questions so far? Now, so far we have done introduction, first body paragraph, and we're gonna move on. Second body paragraph. Is there any question? Is there any question so far? Okay, we're gonna move on. Maybe after we finish learning, then we can discuss and we can ask question, answer the question. Okay. And this is, and briefly, if I have to say in briefly, first you have to, in your body paragraph, you need to have topic sentence. Okay. That topic sentence need to contain everything that you are going to write. Okay. Then topic sentence you need to have, and then you have to give your first point, and then supported sentences, and then the last sentence you have to link back to the question, okay, to the statement. That's very important. And so MPhil, thesis, PhD thesis, the same structure. Every paragraph, one idea. Don't forget it. Okay, one paragraph, one idea. So if you write one sentence, and then if you move to another idea, that's not a good writing. So one paragraph, one idea. So somebody sometimes asks me, one paragraph, how many sentences do you have to write? There's no limit, but must be at least 3-4, at least 3-4. I think it's better between 5 to 7. That's better. But it depends on your sentences. It's long or short. Okay, it's long or short. It depends on your sentences. And then do not write every sentence long. No, don't write long sentences. Every sentence, don't write long one. Because me personally, I used to write very long. So some sentence, maybe 6 lines, 7 lines, I could write. But you see, it's not clear. It's not clear because you see, so the reader cannot follow your meaning because it's too long. Then after they read your long sentence, after they finish, they have to look back, read again, because your sentence is too long. So later, my teacher, native speaker teachers, 2 or 3 native speaker teachers, always remind me, and then not to write very long sentence, but you can write 3 to 4 lines. I mean, 3 to 4 lines. 3 lines is better. 3 lines, but not every sentence. You can write long one, long mean 3 or at most 4 lines, one sentence. Then you have to write short sentence, and then longer sentence. You can write short sentence, longer sentence. Do like this is better. Okay. If not, you see the reader so tired reading your long every sentence is long, then we don't understand much. Okay, let's move on. Body paragraph 2. Let's look at body paragraph. This one, the second misapprehension. Misapprehension means misunderstanding, the same meaning. Okay, misunderstanding. So the first body paragraph, that means the first misunderstanding. This one is the second misunderstanding. Okay, the second misapprehension by some about the teachings of the Buddha is that a luxurious life should be abandoned because it also involves suffering. That lude loe ma de yusa lude jara. Now Buddha saying the saying this is about it. Usoya me banya bo. Tariale dukha tayari be severe. Ejamu pessimistic chida lo through a tuja. So they think that the luxury life should be abandoned. And that's topic sentence. The topic sentence means that the possible point of the claimer. The topic Piatana, that the Kujin, Piatana the Kugo, body paragraph the Kula, not Piatana the Kugo, not a body paragraph the Kukishima. Okay, so one problem, one paragraph, and another problem, another paragraph. Do like this. It's very clear. Okay, it's very clear. So the second misapprehension by some about the teachings of the Buddha is that a luxurious life should be abandoned because it's also involves suffering. That's topic sentence. Okay, and on the contrary means, that means what? Contrary means what? Searching that means the opposite way, right? Quite opposite. The Buddha does not reject people's convenience or luxurious life characterized by abundant comforts and pleasure linked to wealth and indulgence. So that means the Buddha does not reject the luxury life, or you see the expensive cars and then houses. Then no, the what is called luxurious ship or something. The Buddha doesn't say that you need to give away everything, you need to abandon, you need to give away everything that you have. No, the Buddha doesn't say like that. The Buddha also, that's your opinion, your argument, right? And let's look at the sporty sentence. The Buddha also expounds many discourses compatible and relevant to lay person who can live extravagantly without abandoning worldly sumptuousness. Sumptuousness means that's luxuriousness, to do the same meaning with luxuriousness, and that's different meaning, but the same words. The different words, the same meaning. I mean, the Buddha teach the Dhamma that relevant to the lay person. They can live in the house, in their household, without abandoning anything. Okay, then they can live. That's for the sentence. Now you're gonna claim, you're gonna give evidence. Now you're gonna give evidence. The Dhammika Sutta and Singalovada Sutta. There's just only two. I mean, there's a lot. Okay, the Dhammika Sutta and Singalovada Sutta in particular are examples of many discourses, and the results of their undoubted validities in modern society cannot be denied or disputed. The Dhammika Sutta, Singalovada Sutta, that is,လူတွေအတွက်ဟောတာရှိဒီဟာတွေကလူပတ်ဝန်းကျင်တွေအများကြီးကိုဒီခါတဲ့မငင်းပယ်နိုင်အောင် ငင်းဆန်လို့မရအောင်ဒါကောင်းတယ်ပေါ့နော်လို့ပြော that being the case that's also connected that being the case means therefore the same that being the case as to the mega sutta one can live a very lavish lifestyle lavish means luxurious to say live a very lavish lifestyle following the lesser disciplines lesser means fewer discipline like 5 precepts 8 precepts the Panchasila Atanga Sila then it clearly exemplifies that Buddha gives two options being among with many Vinaya rules without enjoying the life of sensual pleasure and being a householder observing lesser morality sila while enjoying sensual pleasure Buddha က2မျိုးပေးတယ်နော်ဟိုအခွင့်အရေး2မျိုးဟိုပေါ့ယူစရာ2မျိုးပေးတယ်ဟိုဘုန်းကြီးပို့မလားဟိုဘေကုနေဆရာလေးတွေပို့မလားဒါမှမဟုတ်ရင်အိမ်မှာပဲနေပြီးတော့ဒါကုသိုလ်တွေလုပ်မလားဒါလေးရှိတယ် then the Buddha gives two options right then you can choose whatever you like okay of the two options the former means the former ဆိုတာကဆိုတယ်လို့ the former တလတာအဲ့လို the former ဆိုတာကပထမပြောတဲ့ဟာတလတာဆိုတာဒုတိယပြောတဲ့ဟာ the former means the first thing that I have already mentioned that means being able to be a monk being a monk okay then the former must renounce all his wealth to become a monkhood okay? So that's very simple if you want to become a monk or a nun then you must renounce all your wealth so monks and nuns they don't belong sorry they don't have to own anything I mean they don't have to own anything whether they have a big house or a car or everything they have to give away everything okay or they have to renounce they have to abandon which is considered the first path to reaching nirvana okay ဒါတော့ဟိုနိဗ္ဗာန်ကိုမြန်မြန်ရောက်နိုင်တဲ့နည်းလမ်းလို့ပြောကြတာပေါ့ဗျာ and the latter can live with worldly luxury the latter means being a householder okay living in a house and then you can enjoy your luxurious things and then you can preserve the 5 precepts 8 precepts and you can do the dana something like that but it is regarded as the slower path to nibbana that sentence the last sentence linked back to question okay let's look at briefly and first you need to have topic sentence and then your claim it's not right you're gonna prove it's not right then you say one sentence first okay and then your supported sentence then your evidence you give your evidence the Dhammika Sutta and Sutta Sutta you give evidence there's a lot of evidence this pessimistic religion you can write a thesis I mean PhD thesis you can write because there are many suttas and you can search a lot you can study in detail that's I think relevant to the PhD thesis so yes for the sentence first topic sentence and second your argument that you reject or you agree then for the sentence then what is called your evidence and then link back to the question that's your second body paragraph okay if you have that paragraph fourth body paragraph it doesn't matter you can write okay so but for the BA students MA students who are going to take an exam you don't have time to write these a lot okay but you need to know the structure the introduction the body paragraph and then the conclusion you need to write so and then the examiner will check whether you have written all cover all the structure. All the structure mean introduction. In your introduction, you need to have what? You need to have background statement, and then thesis statement. Then in your body paragraph, your topic sentence, your argument, your supporting sentence, and then your evidence, and then your link back to the question, the sentence link back to the question. So you need to have this kind of thing. Okay. Then let's move on to the conclusion. Okay. Let's move on to conclusion. In conclusion, so let's say in conclusion, you can write in conclusion to sum up and to conclude. There's a many more. Okay? In conclusion, Buddhism is misunderstood by numerous people, especially Westerner. To the video, especially Westerner, who believe that the Buddha's teachings are that life is nothing but suffering, discomfort. That means you rewrite the statement, you rewrite the topic, okay? You rewrite the topic, but different structure. So do not copy the first, the introduction from the introduction. You cannot copy, but you can write differently, the same meaning, okay? That means you restate, your restatement. And I think those people misunderstood the Buddha's teaching. That's your final comment, okay? I think those people misunderstood the Buddha's teaching or did not know enough about it. So they don't know, actually they don't know about the Buddha's teaching a lot. They just know only a little bit and they think like that, okay? So that's why they don't have enough knowledge. That's why they misunderstand. The above mentioned brief responses, response means reply, responses can solve this argument to a lesser extent. ဒါတော့ကိုချက်လို့ပြောပေါ့ဒါတော့ဒီပြဿနာပေါ့ဖြေရှင်းနိုင်မယ်လို့တော့ထင်တာပေါ့နော်ဒါတော့ဟိုစိတ်ကြည်နှံမှုရမယ်လို့တော့ပြောတာပေါ့အဲ့လိုပုံစံမျိုးပြီးတာ so this is conclusion. In your conclusion, you need to rewrite the statement or the problem, and then you give your final comment. Okay, that's the structure. That is the structure. Okay. And what do I have here? Okay. So let's look at this book. I think this book from very famous book. Let me cannot. It's so small. I think you cannot see. You cannot see the letter is so small. Don't think you can see. How can I zoom in? Can anybody help me? Admin can help me.
Bunny, what is this?
Need to zoom in. Zoom in.
You can go to
Zoom
the
in.
control black honey. Control or black.
Control B. You mean Control B? Cannot zoom.
Black.
That's the problem with my computer.
Bunny, you can stop and share again.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
If you're not
Wait.
okay. Because some problem, Bunny, sometimes.
Yeah, let me go. This one. Okay. Yeah, it's better. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see?
Yeah, Bunny.
Yes, now we can
Okay.
see very clearly.
Okay.
Yes,
So that's from the, I think from the certificate on another one. So let's look at how we start the sentence, the topic sentence. Even in the thesis, in his thesis, that's introduction. You see, it's very clear. Let's read it. Buddhism has often been said to complicate the attempts of scholars of religious traditions to find common defining characteristics of religion. So that's very clear. He's gonna explain, the writer, the author, he's gonna explain about the Buddhism, whether Buddhism is religion or not. That's very clear, right? So that's the topic sentence is very important. That's I want to show you. Then even in your introduction, this is introduction for his thesis. So it's not like a short essay. Okay. Then let me show you another one. This is another chapter, the same order, another chapter. Look at the way the author writes. In this chapter, my concern is with the body of the human being, referred to as the Rupa Kanda. So this chapter, he's gonna write about what? Rupa Kanda. So you need to write like this. You need to start your sentence like this. So that's very clear. The topic sentence is very clear. That's I want to show you. And another one, maybe this one. Okay. Can you see that? Can you see? In addition to such direct effects of one's own karma, his or her volition can be the main cause of a wider impact on others, as mentioned above. Okay. The topic sentence, yeah. So look at there are two parts, right? In addition to such direct effects of one's own karma, အဲ့လောက်ထိက topic sentence မဟုတ်သေးဘူးအပေါ်ကပြောထားတဲ့ဟာအပေါ်ကပြောထားတဲ့ဟာနော်အဲ့ဒါအပေါ်ကပြောထားတဲ့ဟာဒီကနေစမယ် his or her volition can be the main cause of a wider impact on others as mentioned above ဒီအောင်တော့ပြောချင်တယ်နော်ဒီအောင်ပြောချင်ဒီမှာသူကခဏထားကြည့် for example ဒီလိုလာနော်ကိုသူက for example ဒါကိုပထမဆုံးစကြောင်းကိုစပ်ပေးတဲ့ဟာအဲ့ဒါအရင်ရေးကြည့်တယ် idea you must link your idea one after another for example okay for example a person may have the volition to do giving dana for monks and lay people in his or in her community such volition to such နဲ့တုံးပါအဲ့လိုလေးအဆက်အဆက်နဲ့နော်လိုလေး to such volition problems so that the idea one paragraph one idea နော်ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့ဒီ idea တစ်ခုထဲမှာဆက်နေရမယ်သဘောမျိုးဟို change လို့ဆက်နေရမယ်သဘောမျိုးပြအဲ့လိုလေး so I think I'm gonna stop here because we are running out of time, right? Then we need to give for the question time. Okay.
Now our session question and answer. Please any question? Anyone? Machine ရှိရင်မေးလို့ရပါတယ်ဗျာ
Any question? မေးလို့ရပါတယ်
Okay, I had a small question
Yes.
about that. Because as you said, one paragraph should be one idea, right?
Yes.
When we how about when we write like comparative about the idea, like when and what compare function and which function and write that paragraph.
No, that's actually is when you compare with other idea. I mean, you have, for example, there is a topic or problem. Okay, That means others' argument. Then you respond to that argument. That means the same idea, but different opinion. Okay, so it's not a two idea. It's only one idea. One idea means one topic, then only one thing that you are discussing about. It's not a, even though you are comparing, of course you have to compare. So if, for example, if other scholar or if other authors claim like this, something like this, and then you respond to that argument, it's not right. The right way is it, and then you give evidence. You give us some kind of reference to the suttas or Abhidhamma or Vinaya, something like that. That's mean the same idea. It's not a two idea. It's one idea, but you have to give your own idea. That claim idea is not right. Your idea is right because you prove this one. That means one topic, one idea. It's not two idea. Understand?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Any other one? Any question?
So yes, I have a little question.
Yes.
So especially for a master and a PhD. So when we composed the paper, our paper, this is paper. So how the limits for the paper about 300, 400, just like that limit for our thesis paper. For Master of Arts, for example, MA. So how many people they allow us to write for thesis? About 200 pages or 200 pages or 300 pages like this? More than 300 and less than 300?
No, they not. It is not measured by your pages, but around 200. But it depends on your thesis. If your thesis cover everything, then even though you have 150 pages, can become your PhD thesis. So I have seen some thesis, some PhD thesis, maybe around 150 pages, but it depends on you. So there is no limit. There is no exact, the exact limit, the pages. You need to write 200 pages, 300 pages. There's no limit, exact limit, but approximately around 200, some 300, some 400. So it depends on your thesis and your subject.
That's you mean for MA or for PhD?
Oh, you are asking for MA, right?
Yeah, MA.
I think for MA it different. I think different university. Some university, I think Kalyania University, maybe 60,000, I guess. I think MA student here can MA student can answer this question.
5,000.
No, that's essay. He means thesis, right? So
this is
2 years.
Yeah, I think 2 years. You mentioned 2 years, right?
Yes, 2 years thesis.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years course. Yeah, 2 years course.
Maybe 40,000, around 40,000. 40 and 50,000 between.
Yeah, around that. Between 40 to 60,000 words. Yeah, that not the pages. 40 to 60,000 words.
Yeah, 3,000.
Yeah.
2,000 what? You mean 2,000 word notes?
Yeah, 40 to 60,000 watts.
Between
Yeah.
Yes.
around maybe 150 pages, around over 100 pages, 150
So
pages.
especially for the for some researchers they write. I saw many books. Some write 6 semester or 7 semester also. Totally, I think totally 5 semester, right? 5 semester we have to write for our thesis book.
I think it's vary from one university to another, because they have their, how to say that, I think you can search that the university you are attending now, then they have their limits. They have their limits. I mean, the limits mean at least you have to write. There's a certain amount of words that you have to write. They already mentioned. So it's not the same university. Maybe some university they want you to write 40,000 or 50,000. Some university only 30,000 words, something like that. Yeah. The semester you said, I'm not clear that you said 7 semester, 8 semester. What does it mean? 8 semester.
I mean,
semester.
To finish our thesis book. I mean, to
You mean
finish
chapter?
our to fully
you
our
mean
thesis
chapter?
book. Yes,
right?
chapter. I mean, one chapter,
Okay.
2 chapter. Yes.
Okay. So the chapter is not important actually. So at least you need to have 5. 5 is better. So some students they are worried about that. The more they have chapter, the more they can write. No, it's not like that. So actually, it's not like that. Mostly students worry about the chapter. They want to put more chapter so that they can write, and they could reach the amount of the words that they need. So it's not like that. It's not like that. Even though you have 5 chapters, for example, 5 chapters, and you can write. Then don't worry about that. You can't write many words if you have fewer chapters. Don't worry about that. But I think 5 chapters is better.
That you mean for both, yeah, MA and PhD, right?
Yeah, even PhD. Even PhD. PhD mostly they have 5 or 6 chapters. 5 or 6 chapters around that. There maybe some 7 chapters, of course, but 5, 6 chapters.
So what about the, for example, if we finish for 1 chapter, right? We continue to write 2 chapter. Then after 2 chapter, we have to conclusion remark, right? Conclusion remark. Remark conclusion. So every chapter we have to remark conclusion, right?
Yes. So you need to have every chapter. At the beginning of your chapter, you have to introduce what you are going to write, and then at the end of your chapter, you have to conclude. And then you have to link to the next chapter.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for the objectives, some person, they just mention for 4 objectives, 5 objectives, just like that. And totally 3 objectives, right? 3 objectives.
It depends on your subjects. It depends on your topics. It depends on your subject. I can't say exactly because it's not the same. Depends on your topic and depends on your what you are, how much you can write, something like that. It's not the same.
Some university, they don't allow more than 3 subjects, 3 objectives. But they said only 3 objectives we have to mention, we have to write.
Then
but it depends on. I think so. It depends on the university. I think so. And also it depends on the teacher, researcher. I think so.
Your supervisor is that you have to
Yeah.
discuss with your supervisor. So the university doesn't know much, but your supervisor guide you how to write and need to write and should write and should not write. Your supervisor guide you. Don't worry about it.
And if you're not clear, you can ask in Myanmar language, and then because yeah.
It's okay. I understand now. I understand.
Yeah, no problems. We understand. We understand. I understand. So you can explain English, no problem. So especially for in Sri Lanka, I think it's only they said my friend also my friend finished for MA course, you know. Only 1 year at Career University, only 1 year finished for MA course. Why? Why within short time? Why they just allow us to finish for 1 year's course for MA?
There are two kinds of MA. Two kinds of MA. You can finish one year. That's general MA, general course. Then another 2 years MA course. 2 year MA course, you have to attend the class 1 year and take an exam. 6, 7 subjects you have to take exam. Then the next year you have to write your thesis like a MPhil PhD student. The same. You have to do the presentation, first presentation, the final presentation. You have to write, and you have to go to your supervisor and take advice from your supervisor and keep writing like a MPhil PhD student. So you have two options. If you want to join 1 year, it's okay, but not good. But if you want to join, if you're qualified enough, just join 2 year because then I suggest you, if you qualify enough, just join 2 year because then after 2 years you can continue your PhD. You can go to the PhD directly. But if you finish 1 year MA course, you have to join after the 1 year MA course. You have to join MPhil course. You cannot go to the PhD directly. That's your option. Then from MPhil course,
you mean in Sri Lanka, every university like that?
Mostly because some universities don't have 1 year MA. They have only 2 years MA. Some university they have 1 year MA, then 2 year MA.
So for 1 year's course, you mean 1 year's course, we have notice it writing, right? Only
even though for 1 year you have to write like essay. They call it essay, around 5,000 words. 5,000 words, maybe 25 pages, around 25 pages. So that's for the 1 year MA. But for the 2 year MA, like I mentioned earlier, so between 40 to 60,000 words you have to write. That's for 2 year MAs. That's not I think a lot for the MA.
So for example, if finished for 1 year's course in MA in Sri Lanka, so when we join, go further, we go in to join other university. Do they accept us to join for 1 year's course? MA?
If you finish 1 year, you have to join MPhil course, even though you transfer to another
No, I mean not
university.
in Sri Lanka, other countries, such as other country.
I think possible because a lot of my friends already joined PhD in Chulalongkorn in Thailand. Then they finish 1 year because before some universities you don't have 2 years MA, and then but now they have. But before mostly we studied 1 year MA, but we can join in Thailand PhD directly. You can join.
So in Sri Lanka we cannot join, right?
In Sri Lanka, so you can join after. No, I mean not cannot. Sorry. Yeah.
No.
You're right.
You mean if 1 year's course we have to do MPhil course,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You're right. Yeah.
So for MPhil, how many years? 2 years? 1 year, 2 years?
So that's maximum 2 years. Sorry, minimum 2 years.
Two,
right?
2 to 3 years.
Then if you can,
Yeah.
if you can write very quick, if you can write super quick, then within 1 year you can upgrade to PhD.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So nowadays in Sri Lanka, so may I know how much for that MA cost?
That's different university. For the PT and BBS, that means Kalaniya University postgraduate. For the, you mean for MPhil or MA?
MA, not MPhil.
MA, I think general course, that's 1 year MA course, that's $750, and plus
700.
registration
You mean
fee.
700? 700?
Yes, $750.
Mm.
Then plus with the registration fee and library fee, a little bit. And for the 2 year, I think 1,500 around that. Yeah, that's for 2 years. I guess maybe some of the students here, they know better than me.
Oh,
Okay. Any question? No more question?
for
Yes.
PhD also, you know, I want to know for PhD, how much we have to spend for one semester? And just
It's not a semester here. Then they count it by year. Then 1 year, 1,050 for the old student, I think. But now the new student 1,200. Can anyone answer here? I think some of them.
Same,
PhD.
1,000.
1,050.
Yes, 1,000.
Okay.
No change.
That's $1,050 a year.
okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your explanations.
You're welcome.
You should invite the other one. Whenever Chakra. Okay, yeah.
Yes, Binivaso. Thank you for your sharing. Yes. It is my mistake for your explanation. Body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2 were explained, but I can't understand in detail clearly. So please try, please again.
Okay, let me give you this one.
I want to know why you are split the body paragraph 1 and paragraph 2.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand clearly.
Okay. So let's look at the structure first. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Okay. Look at the screen. So actually the structure is in body paragraph 1, the same thing. Body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, the same. First, you must have topic sentence. Topic sentence, okay? Topic sentence means, and then there's only one idea, okay? One idea, you must have one idea.
Yes.
So, and then after your topic sentence, then you have to respond. That also calls body sentence. That also calls body sentence. And then you have to give examples, and then you have to give the what is called evidence. And then the last sentence of your body paragraph, you have to link back to the question. Okay, let me show you. Let me show you back. You mean body paragraph, right? So look at the body paragraph 1 first. Okay. So one idea. In this essay, I have only 2 ideas. Okay, why the people think
Yes.
Buddhism is pessimistic? Okay, I have only two ideas. So they may think, I mean, not exactly, because I don't know exactly. That's why they may think the Buddha's teaching, the Buddha's teaching is that everything is about the truth of suffering, no suffering, impermanent. So people misconcept, people misbelieve like this. So there's only one idea. Okay, there's only one idea. That idea I responded, and then with the supported sentence, with the claim, and with the, you see, at last I link back to the question. There's only one idea, one paragraph. Look at the second paragraph. Look at the second paragraph.
Yes, sir.
Then look at the second paragraph. The second paragraph, the first sentence, the second misapprehension, that means they misunderstand. The first point, they misunderstand what? Because everything is impermanent, everything is dukkha, dukkha, dukkha. That's the first misunderstanding. Okay. The second misunderstanding is that, so the Buddha reject a luxury of life. Okay. Luxury of life means the same can be seen by the soyame panya, that is dukkha ribalu. The Buddha hold it, the jamu Buddha vada tayaga, assuming wada through yusa. Through yusa, no? Go yusa, and they consider like that. So that's another idea. Okay, that's another idea. So that's called topic sentence. Different topic sentence, different idea. Patma takuga vale. Patma takuga. So dukkha anatta. Dukkha anatta. Alo aya alo dukkha anatta lu Buddha hore to chamalu. Buddha vada dia pessimistic, assuming vada chite. The patama idea. Dutiya idea takuga. Buddha Buddha Bhyashinga. The saying I'm just saying, don't say I will soon am a banya or that to carry padu. Hope you're a dozen dali assuming what I will to pure idea naku. The idea naku go up pian cheaper. Cheaper. Chinamdi. Understand? Understand so far?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Correct.
Okay. Any more questions?
The last question.
Yes.
Just one moment. If I have a chance, I will ask that one question.
Yes.
Yeah, Professor. Now this paragraph, the last one you mentioned, point out the link back to the question. I also had some information from the others senior. They also explained that in the conclusion area at the time, this paragraph also should show the introduction to the another paragraph, linking some statement also should be included in the last statement in the place of the link back to the question. So just these two ideas, how shall I understand clearly? Should I need to mention or not the linking what to? So as you mentioned before, in addition to the karma, the last one you explained, that he mentioned the first idea, but he didn't mention the last sentence. But when he write the second paragraph, then he linked the first and second addition. So should I write the last second sentence, or should I write even the first sentence, the last area, the last place, whether it is better?
That's very good question. That's very good question. Then you have to look at the topic that you studied. The topic that you studied. So you cannot finish one paragraph sometime, right?
Yes,
the same
yes.
topic, but you cannot finish one paragraph. Then you have to keep writing. Okay? You have to keep writing, and then at the end, so the idea is your idea is finished. But similarly, there's a similarly. You want to write similarly, very similar. then you have to link to the another paragraph.
Mm.
So here is it's not a related much. There's a
Yeah.
two things, right?
Mm.
There's a two things not related much. That's why you go back to your statement question.
Ah.
Then if you have a little bit similar your topic, then you
Yeah.
have to link.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's correct. That's correct.
Thank you, Van. I got it. You made me clear to this point. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Okay, thank you for the everyone. တပည့်တော်ဟိုအစစ်အစဉ်ကအရာပါဗျာဖြာမကုလတော်ဓမ္မမြန်မာဒုတိလေးများရဲ့ဒီတီးရကိုစားပါဗျာကြွားရောက်လာတဲ့တန်ဃာတော်ရှင်တို့များသီလရှင်ဆရာကြီးဆရာလေးများလူပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တက္ကရာများတို့အားလုံးကိုစားဖြာတပည့်တော်ကျေးဇူးတင်အနေနဲ့ရှောက်ကြခွင့်ပြုပါဗျာဒီနေ့ဆရာတော်ဥပမာဒီနေပညာတင်နန်းကိုပို့ချပေးတော့တဲ့ဒီတက်ရောက်ပြီးတော့စိတ်ရှိစွာပါဝင်စိတ်ဝင်စားစွာလေ့လာမှတ်သားတဲ့တင်နန်းဒုတင်နန်းများအားလုံးကိုရှေးဥစွာ
လိုင်းကြပါ
Line chat.
Yeah. ဒီကအော်ပြန်လိုက်
My. Yeah.
Keep moderator. Yeah.
ဒီနေ့ဒီနေပြန်တင်နန်းကိုပို့ချပေးလာတဲ့ဒါလာဥက္ကမဆရာတော်ဥက္ကမာရကိုတက်ရောက်ပြီးတော့စိတ်ရှိစွာပါဝင်စိတ်ဝင်စားစွာလေ့လာမှတ်သားကြတဲ့ဂုဏ်တော်တင်နန်းလူတင်နန်းများအားလုံးကိုရှေးဥစွာဖြတ်တပြီးတော့နဲ့ကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ဗျာယနေ့ academic writing skill ရောဗျာဒီခေါင်းစဉ်အောက်မှာတူတင်နန်းဆိုတဲ့ဒီစာရေးပုံစာရေးနည်းရောဗျာဒီစိတ်ရှိစွာစိတ်ရှိစွာတင်ပြပြီးဖတ်ပြရတဲ့ဒီဆရာတော်ဒီဗာလဲ academic writing skill အောက်ကောင်းစဉ်အောက်မှာစိတ်ဝင်စားမှတ်သားဖွယ်တဲ့ဥပမာဥမေယဖြစ်အောင်ဆုံးလင်းစွာပို့ချခဲ့တာတွေဖြတ်တပြီးတော့မှတ်သားခဲ့ပါလေဗျာတခြားသောတင်နန်းလူတင်နန်းများနားလည်မယ်လို့ဖျားတပြီးတော့ ਨੇ မျှော်လင့်ပါတယ်ဗျာဒီအတွက်ကြောင့်အလုံး concept တက်ကြွစွာစိတ်ရှိစွာတင်ကြပေးတဲ့မမဘပန်းနဲ့အောင်ဆရာတော်ဥက္ကမာရဖျားတပြီးတော့အားလုံးရဲ့ကိုယ်စားထူးကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ဗျာပြီးတော့ဆရာတော်ဘုရားရဲ့ဒီ PhD လုံးလုံးအောင်မြင်ပါစေဗျာကျမ်းမာကိုစိတ်နဲ့ဗျာကျမ်းမာပါစေဗျာနောက်နေ့ပုံမှာဆိုပါဝင်ပို့ချနိုင်ပါဆိုဘုရားတပည့်တော်ဆုတောင်းပေးပါတယ်ဗျာ
တပည့်တော်လည်းပို့ချခွင့်ရတဲ့အများကြီးကျေးဇူးတင်ပါတယ်ဗျာ
မှန်ပါမနေ့ပြန်ပို့ချမယ်ဆရာတော်ကောင်းစဉ်ကတော့ဗျာbasic principle in research ဆိုတဲ့ကောင်းစဉ်အောက်မှာဒီဓမ္မတရ college language ဦးကျောင်းဥဆရာတော်ဒေါက်တာဦးဥဒ္ဓမနန္ဒဖြစ်ပါတယ်ဗျာဒါမနေ့ပြန်ပါဝင်ပြီးတော့ join ပေးကြပါဗျာလို့ဒါတပည့်တော်ဒီနေ့ကဗီဒီယိုကရှောက်ထားပါတယ်ဗျာအဲ့ဒါလည်းပြီးပြီးတဲ့နောက်နံပါတ်6အစီအစဉ်အရနမောတတ3ချိန်ရွတ်ဆိုပြီးတော့ဘုရားတပည့်တော်အားလုံးကိုရှောက်ထားအပ်ပါတယ်ဗျာ
ဘုရားသာသနာဘုရားသာသနာ
ဘုရားသာသနာ
ဘုရားသာသနာဘုရားသာသနာ
ဘုရားသာသနာစီတံတိတု3ချိန်ရွတ်ဆိုပြီးတော့
စီတံတိတတု
ဟုတ်ပါဘုရားဒီရွတ်ဆန္ဒပြုတင်ကြအောင်ဗျာ
ဘုရား
တိတတု
သာသနာစေတသိထတုသာသနာစေတသိထတုသာသနာစေတသိထတုသာဓုသာဓုသာဓု
Thank you very much, Mologo Sarah.
Okay, thank